Hello students, today we will see improve your learning of the lesson metals and non-metals. Look at the first bit, reflection on concepts. In this first question, explain about ductility. In the lesson we have seen different properties of the metals. One of the property of the metals is ductility. So we have to define it. The property of drawing materials to make fine wires is called ductility. So we use wires in different situations in our daily life. For example, in connecting wires in electric circuits. So this is a property of metals, that is ductility. Next, second question. Explain the physical properties of metals with suitable examples. So now we are going to explain the physical properties of metals. So the first property of the metals are lustrous. Lustrous is nothing but the shining property. The materials which show brightness on surface and reflect the light are called lustrous, and which do not shine are non-lustrous material. Examples are gold, silver and some other metals also show lustrous property. Second one, sonority. The ability of materials to produce a particular sound when it is dropped on the hard surface is termed as sonorous. For example, iron and aluminium, etc. Malleability. The property of materials by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. Example, silver foil on sweets to decorate, etc. Ductility. The property of drawing materials to make fine wires is called ductility. Example, copper and aluminium wires. Next, electrical conductivity. The substances which allow to pass electric current through them is called electrical conductivity. Example, all metals allow to pass current through them. Next property, heat conductivity. The substances which conducts the heat. The metals have the property of conducting the heat. So all metals conduct heat. So these are the physical properties of the metals. Next, look at the third question, children. Draw the diagram of identifying electrical conductivity of a material. So here, as we have said in the properties, the metals have the electrical conductivity. So here it is a bulb. In the bulb you can find the filament. It is made up of metal tungsten and they are connected by the wires. Here is the iron nail which will conduct the electricity, as it is a metal iron nail, and the power is supplied by the cell. So this is a circuit where we have the bulb, wires, cell, and a material here we are using to show the conductivity is iron nail. So an electric circuit contains a bulb, cell, iron nail and connecting wires. Next, moving on to next question. Application of concepts. Second bit in it, first question. If you are given two samples, how do you distinguish which is one is a metal and which is non-metal? So here, a substance that shows the physical properties such as lustrous, sonorous, malleable, ductile, conduction of heat and electrical conductivity is a metal, and the substance which will not show the above properties, these properties, is a non-metal. Next, which metals are used in making jewelry and why? So as we have seen the property, the metals which are lustrous, that means the shining property, and do not react with air and water will be used in making jewelry. So the metals which has the lustrous property and do not react with air and water will be used in making the jewelry. For example, such as gold, silver and platinum, these have the lustrous property and they do not react with the air and water, hence these will be used in making the jewelry. Moving to next question. Third question, why cooking pans don't have metal handles? See, as we have seen the property that metals have heat conducting capacity, the property of conducting the heat. So metals are good conductors of heat. If metal is used as handle, heat passes through it and our skin will get burnt. So our skin would burn. Hence we will not use the pan handles made up of metals. Next, third bit, higher order thinking questions. First question, dumping of waste material made up of metals and non-metals leads to environment pollution. Do you support the statement? Give your justification with suitable examples. So, dumping of waste material made up of metals and non-metals leads to environment pollution because they react with the air and water and they may cause environmental pollution. Hence, we should not dump the waste material made up of metals and non-metals. Yes, support the statement. So, mercury, for example, mercury causes neurological damage, and industrial wastage of both metals and non-metals spoil both land and water. Hence, we should not dump the waste material here and there. They should be treated before dumping the waste. Next, second question, in a chemical reaction, iron is unable to displace zinc from zinc sulfate. Explain. So, firstly, we have look at the reactivity order is as follows. Zinc is highly reactive compared to iron, and iron is more reactive than copper. So, we know that the more reactive metal is going to displace the less reactive metal. So, in the question, iron is unable to displace zinc. Here, zinc is more reactive than iron. So, the less reactive iron cannot replace the most reactive zinc from zinc sulfate. Hence, it cannot be displaced. Last question. How the property of malleability of metals is used in our daily life? So, malleability is making the metals into sheets. So, silver foil is used to decorate the sweets. Aluminium foil is used for packing the food, and blacksmith beats a hot iron piece repeatedly till its shape changes. So, in this manner the metals will be made into sheets and it can be used in different purposes in our daily life. Next, these are the question answers. Next, moving to the multiple choice questions. You can look at the textbook. Multiple choice questions. Sulfur dioxide by nature is. So, sulfur dioxide is, it is a metallic, a non-metallic. Sulfur is a non-metal. The oxide formed by the non-metals, always they are acidic in nature. So, the oxide is acidic oxide. The metal oxides are basic in nature. Here the non-metal, it is acidic oxide. Next, maximum metals are obtained in the state of solid. They are in the solid state. Next, some metals react with acids and evolve hydrogen gas. So, when metals react with acids, a pop sound is occurred and it is nothing but the hydrogen gas. Next, generally non-metallic oxides are dashed by nature. As we have just now seen, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature and metallic oxides are basic in nature. So, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. So, this is all about the questions of metals and non-metals. Okay, children.